Okay, hello people. It's me, Red Boa, and one thing I want to tell you is one thing I'd like to to get over with is the AEW Dynamite, which started with this, and just MJF being like very hilarious. I thought it was just funny how the show started off with AEW Dynamite. That's the thing right there. So yeah, you could say the show started off with the CMLL Women's World Championship Eliminator match with Will Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. And, there's also Lance Archer versus Will Ospreay. And we got, the conglomeration versus Roderick Strong, Roosh, and the Beast Mortos right there. And I gotta say, the guy Roosh, I haven't heard from him in a while because, the last time he was fighting, he lost against MJF, which is what I'm sure of. We also get Hangman Page, Adam Page, versus Darby Allin, and that match actually surprised me right there. It actually did. So, yeah. So yeah, like I said, MJF was being real hilarious with where the show started off and stuff. It was just funny how he was just making fun of people who came from the South and stuff, saying this and that and stuff. But before we also get Will Ospreay stepping in and stuff, and just talking back to MJF right there and stuff. And so yeah, that little situation between MJF and Will Ospreay led to the first match with Lance Archer and Will Ospreay. And so yeah, that first match you could say started off with the choke slam by Archer before we get Archer just sending Will Ospreay into the turnbuckle and just following up with the series of running elbows and stuff as we also get Ospreay just sending Archer to the outside and just following up with the Sasuke special move or whatever they call it, you could say. So yeah, we get Archer. Yeah, he also catches him and body slams him to the floor before Will Ospreay also sends Archer into the guardrail and stuff. While Archer just tries to pounce him and stuff, as he goes and stuff. And we also get Will Ospreay just trying to go up top inside the ring before Archer just catches him and just tosses him, off the top and off the top and everything. Not only that, we get the fight spilling to the outside again. And yeah, we got Ospreay just trying to fire back. But just Lance Archer just wasn't dealing with right there in that situation, you could say. Stuff. And yeah, not only that, because yeah, I think because the thing about MJF, he really liked having a thing with the USA versus the United Kingdom going on. Like a little rivalry in his perspective, you could say. His perspective. That because let me tell you, that was a very hilarious thing with MJF. He was just like really talking down on the United Kingdom and stuff, and just trying to having his own little rivalry. Well, he's also bad, just trash talking or making fun of people from the South, or what you could say. So anyway, we get a spine buster by Ospreay. Just getting a 2 and stuff before we have Archer just charging and eating a super kick. In a Spanish fly before we get a standing stomp by Archer and stuff. And you can say that he really wanted to go old school right there before Ospreay crotches him in that situation right there. And stuff. We get Archer just fighting back right there. Before Ospreay reverses. Archer's move into an avalanche Spanish fly with the Oscutter happening as well, and that led to a 2 count right there. And not only that, we also get Ospreay just lining up the hidden blade before he runs into a huge lariat instead. And yeah, that pretty much led to Ospreay just countering a blackout into a satellite DDT before we get a running blade by Ospreay happening too, just for him to get a 1 count. And we also get Will Ospreay just doing the hidden blade as well, just trying to finish the match right there. And that's what that hidden blade right there, that's what allowed Will Ospreay to win the match right there and stuff. And we get MJF just MJF just going into the ring after the bell and just putting the boots on Ospreay. Well, we get a brainbuster, by the American hero MJF, you could say, because MJF also slides on the Dynamite, the Dynamite diamond ring that he always has and stuff. Before we also have, just Kyle Fletcher just trying to make the save for his best friend, Will Ospreay, because yeah, that's the thing about Kyle Fletcher right there, you could say, because we got Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis stepping in as well. And apparently, like Kyle Fletcher got mad at Don Callis because Kyle Fletcher he pointed out to Will Ospreay that Ospreay is his best friend, you could say. And that's what happened right there. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher really didn't like how I'm sorry, I got a little bit confused. Wait. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher really didn't like how Ospreay was left on the floor and stuff because Kyle Fletcher was really saying that he was his brother and stuff, and he really goes against Callis's wishes by just turning against Will Ospreay because like even though Will Ospreay's not in the family anymore, he's still Kyle Fletcher's best friend, you could say. So yeah, you can also say that Fletcher knows MJF doesn't care about his country, but Fletcher has been given his country and stuff. You could say his girl, his car, his wife by his country and stuff or whatever. So yeah, Fletcher also wanted MJF right now, and we just got MJF teasing it while thinking it over and stuff. And pretty much after that is the second match with the CMLL World Championship Eliminator. Where we have Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale, and not only that. And right there, we get a shotgun drop kick by Statlander to start right there, with a big boot by Willow happening as well. Yeah, we also get both women trading roll-ups and stuff before we have Fisherman suplex by Willow getting a 2. Yeah, because that was pretty much Willow's move right there, the Fisherman suplex, before we also have Willow, missing a cannonball into the LED board on the outside of the ring and stuff. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We don't care about commercials. We do not. We do not. Just do not. We just want to go with the match. Just go with the match. Why do we gotta be reminded 100 times of what Burger King is? Honestly. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we get Willow looking for the pounce, but Statlander just moves and picks Willow up in an electric chair, you could say, which leads to a drop. We also get an axe kick by Statlander getting a 2 before both women fight to the apron, where Willow plants Statlander with a big Death Valley driver. Not only that, we get Stokely distracting Willow long enough for Statlander to clothesline her from behind and stuff. And honestly, I was really expecting Willow Nightingale to win this match, but we get Chris Statlander winning the situation instead. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, back in the ring, we get Statlander, coming off the top with a drop kick, but we have Willow just countering with a brutal high angle power bomb, 2 count. Not only that, we also get a DDT by Willow, another 2 count right there and stuff. Not only that, so yeah, I guess after all that, there was also a 450 splash by Statlander, which is also a 2 count, you could say. So anyway, we get Stokely passing Statlander a chain behind her back and stuff while the referee doesn't see it, which felt a little bit like cheating because, yeah, I literally saw that right there. Just Stokely was being a little bit sneaky right there, you could say, just sneaking, just giving Statlander that chain, just hitting Willow Nightingale with it right in the head. Stuff, just pure metal chain, you could say. Yeah, and that's where Statlander, did a discus lariat with the chain wrapped around her arm, and yeah, that pretty much did it right there, you could say. So yeah, that's where we have Chris Statlander as the winner right there. I would say not a bad match, but I would have expected out of this match. I mean, the match could have been longer, honestly. I felt that was. So yeah, anyway, you get Statlander laying into Willow with a chair and stuff as you just have Stokely watching on before we have the security stepping in trying to stop her and stuff. Because yeah, pretty much right there in that situation, Statlander starts fighting the security as well and stuff. And anyway, we don't care about the commercial break. We do not care. So yeah, we get Bryan Danielson stepping in before we also have Danielson saying it's great to be in Greenville and stuff. Well, while also saying it's not just a cheap pop, but he and his wife got their engagement photos taken there and stuff before you have, the fans just chanting Bry and stuff. before we have Excalibur just wondering if they, I don't know, just love cheese. I don't know, which felt kind of random to me. So yeah, I guess Daniel also said that they don't realize that, it's the good old days until they're almost gone and stuff. Before, Danielson also says that he's lucky and stuff to be present in his career, and that he knew where the good old days were and stuff. Since they were at one point taken away from him, from what he described, and not only that, we also get, yep, yep, there's Christopher Jackson Denver right there. Yep, thanks. Thanks for the salute. I like the salute emoji right there. So, yep. So anyway, okay, what we have at Wembley Stadium, sorry. So yeah, what we're supposed to have at Wembley Stadium is the all-in stuff, which will be, the last shot for Bryan Danielson, I guess we would say, from what I think right there. So yeah, we get Danielson going to be at the Wembley Stadium, where he'll be present for that moment and stuff. And yes, wait a minute, sorry, my mouse dropped. Okay, sorry. So anyway, so yeah, you could say that Danielson kicked a lot of people's heads in a way, not literally, like that's gonna happen. So anyway, he hasn't won a title yet and stuff. So yeah, Danielson's going to be at the Wembley Stadium, and he's going to be present for that moment. Well, also some people say that he's going to be giving us 100% in that moment right there. So yeah, and with all that talk, we have Swerve coming in. We have Swerve saying that he really did respect Bryan Danielson. He really did. But the one thing he didn't like was that Bryan Danielson lost against one guy, and stuff, So anyway, I forgot his name again. Okay, the guy that he was fighting against, I forgot stuff. It was Will Ospreay. Okay, that's what we have. It was Will Ospreay that beat Bryan Danielson that other time. I guess apparently Swerve didn't approve of that and stuff. So yeah, not only that, from right there we get, Bryan Danielson just betting his career to fight against Swerve, later on in the future, not too far away. That's the thing. So yeah, what we also have is Renee Paquette, being backstage trying to get a word with Bryan Danielson, who walks right past her and sees Jeff Jarrett. Apparently, yeah, we also have Bryan Danielson challenging, Jeff Jarrett to a match right there. And I really, honestly, my prediction is that Bryan Danielson's going to win that one, because why on earth would Jeff Jarrett win that one? Or, yeah, when we have Bryan Danielson just risking his career to fight, Swerve Strickland, what you could say. So yeah. So anyway, our third match is the Trials match, which is Roosh, the Beast Mortos, and Roderick Strong versus the Conglomeration and stuff. And honestly, I like how I really like how Mark Briscoe was really going at it backstage after he lost this match right here. So yeah, you could say from Brawl to start as expected, we get Don Callis joining commentary as Cassidy also tries to, try to Matador Mortos and stuff, bullfighting, the bullfighting action. So yeah, Dynasty. Right, the Dynasty where Will Ospreay will beat Bryan Danielson. Sorry about that, I got a little bit mixed up. So yeah, you could say we got Ishii just finally just dropping Russian stuff before he gets snapmared and kicked in the back. As we have a little resetting happening and stuff before we have hard chops happening by Rush. But yeah, you could say that Ishii just wouldn't budge. He just would not budge. So yeah, also another thing is, from what I was told, is that I think Will Ospreay was able to beat Bryan Danielson back in April. That's the thing right there. Thank you, Denver, for giving me the heads up right there. A reminder, because I really do appreciate it. That's good. So yeah, we get Ishii, also looking for a brainbuster on Strong and stuff, but we have Strong just deciding to break free, just planning Ishii with the Olympic Slam before we have a Tiger Bomb. By Strong getting a 2 count, and not only that, there's also a shotgun drop kick by Mark Briscoe, right on Mortos right there and stuff. And I gotta say, this match right here, well, it was perhaps my most favorite of all the others right there. So yeah, we also have Ishii just looking for a brainbuster and Strong and stuff, and not only that, we have Strong breaking free and just planning Ishii with the Olympic Slam, just like I said, and stuff. And not only that, we get you know we get a belly to belly situation and stuff with Mortos and Rush right there happening and stuff in the corner and stuff. So not only that, we get a pop up Samoan drop, but right on Orange Cassidy, and that's where we have Mark Briscoe trying to go for the J Driller, but just Rush decides to crack with the right hand. And not only that, we get Mortals just hitting a Ganzo bomb with the 1-2-3 and stuff. That's where you know Beast Mortals really got Mark Briscoe pretty good right there. You could say. I was really expecting Mark Briscoe to win this match, but at least this one wasn't a swash, you could say. So that would have been horrible. So I guess it was a pretty good start to finish right there. The stuff as the conglomeration, are just cementing themselves. And while we have all the guys in this match looking great and stuff, you could say, and while we also have Mortals a chance to shine and stuff, assuming that they're setting up a Ring of Honor World Championship match at some point soon, and stuff. I guess you could say it does make sense for Mortals to win this match, considering that he lost like 2 times in a row from what I've seen. Because I know the Beast Mortals, he lost in Ring of Honor, and he lost against the new Luchador hologram right there, which was a pretty awesome match right there. So anyway, honestly, the 4th match really disappointed me right here because what I had to deal with was a 4-minute video with a 2-minute match. I'm thinking, what gives? Like, why? Just why? You could say this was even like quicker than a commercial break. Even commercial breaks are longer than this one, but I wouldn't say commercial breaks are better. I wouldn't say that. So this 4th match is Camille versus Mercedes Moné and Brittany Jane and stuff, where we get a charge by Camille and we go with that and stuff before we also get hard elbows to the chest and the boots to the corner. By Camille Camille rakes the eyes across the top rope. You could say. Not only that, we get Camille, just seemingly trying to pop the head off of Jane. You could say before hitting a running leg drop. Kind of like that Rough Rider stuff, and not only that, we also get a high kick. Yeah, Black Taurus is another word for it. Commercials make me go to sleep too. Until the very moment the show comes back up and I just spring back awake, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Because we have already been reminded of what Burger King is like for the 100th time, you could say. So in this 2-minute match and a 4-minute video, we have Camille being the winner right there and stuff. And not only that, we get Mercedes winning Greenville to say hello to their CEO and stuff, and the new addition to the Monet Corporation for weeks. Well, you can say for weeks we have Monet just having been victimized by Britt Baker, and that she's also taken things too far right there. And that even though Britt may have built AEW, it's Monet's house now, and she's going to turn it into a mansion or something with Monet just changing everything, from what Monet is saying and stuff. And pretty much with the 5th match is pretty much Darby Allin versus Hangman Adam Page. I gotta say, this one actually surprised me right here. Because I know Darby Allin was on the floor most of the time in this match, and he was getting hit pretty hard in the back repeatedly. And he really did a surprise move right here. Like, because I really thought Hangman Page was going to win this one from the looks of it. So right here, we get a high arm drag by Darby. And a drop kick sending Page to the outside and stuff before we get Darby just quickly going for a coffin drop to the outside. But just Page just catches him and just decides to do a German suplex on the floor and stuff before you have just Page grabbing a chair and just following Darby up to the top of the stage right there. And honestly, I gotta say like having your back land on the steel steps like really hard repeatedly, that's got to be painful. That's just got to be real painful. I would hate to have that happen to me, or maybe I would like to have it. I don't know. Just if I wouldn't complain if it happened to me though. So What we also have is the LED board happening and stuff, which is another weird thing. So yeah, we have the lights coming back on, and we have just Paige just whipping Darby into the steel steps and stuff. Before we have Paige just stepping things up and whipping Darby again and stuff. As we have Darby, mouse fall again, mouse fell again. So anyway, okay, and apparently I made a middle mistake. Please excuse me for a moment. Oh no. Okay, I made a little mistake right here. Okay, please excuse me because I made a little bit. Okay, the results disappeared. Okay, my results. Please excuse me while I get things under. Nope, that's not it right there. So okay, I made a little mistake. I'm sorry about that. Just really sorry. Okay, I don't know why my mouse has to be real stupid because things happen. It is what it is. You could say honestly, AEW. Because one thing I gotta say is this is the July 31st Dynamite right there. And that's the thing right there. So anyway, okay, what else I have to say is that, yeah, the match with Darby Allin versus Hangman Adam Page was a real surprise right there because you just have Darby, just Darby Allin just springing back up when he could have lost right there, just rolling around and just getting the upper hand on Hangman Adam Page right there. So yeah, another thing we have is Darby being on the apron looking for Page's buckshot, before he flips over, and not only that, we have Page just turning him inside out with a big lariat for a 2 count, and there we have a power bomb by Hangman Adam Page, and just Darby just decides to muster a shoulder up at 2 right there, which is good. Before we also get a dead eye by Page and stuff, as things hold on, they stand up and stuff and hit a second one right there. Well, Hangman Adam Page doesn't decide to cover Darby right here and stuff. He just leaves Darby on the floor, hoping he would get up. I guess just to make the match more interesting and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, we get Adam Page just heading onto the apron for the buckshot lariat as Darby collapses to the mat again and stuff. Yeah, I guess you could say Darby had a really strange thing for getting hit in the back so much right there, and still fighting anyway and stuff, which sounds pretty durable to me. So yeah, we get a dead eye by Page and stuff, and that happened right there. So yeah, anyway, we get Page heading to the apron and going for the buckshot and stuff. As we also have Page, just pulling him back in the mat and stuff and trying for another power bomb. But yeah, as you can say, it looked like Darby was going to be dead weight, but apparently he's not. And Darby managed to cradle for the win right there. And honestly, that moment right there, that was pretty good right there. What Darby did, you could say. Yeah. So yeah, you could also say I was also told that the Ring of Honor recap is going to be funny for us, which you could describe as the Titty City anyway. I would laugh my butt off too anyway, but sorry for the language. But anyway, I thought that was funny as well because some comments can get pretty funny. I'm telling you. So anyway, yeah, the fifth match was what pretty much concluded the entire show right there with Darby winning the match right there. Now, honestly, I like how Mark Briscoe was getting hyped backstage, talking to Alicia and stuff right there, and stuff, because you could say Mark Briscoe's eyes were wide open. He felt terrible for losing against Beast Mortos right there and stuff, but he's still going to persist anyway. That's the thing right there. So yeah. So I guess you could say I had a little bit of struggle with this, going along with the results of the show, because it can be a struggle sometimes, especially when my mouse falls to the floor and the results end up disappearing by accidentally clicking the X on the side of the computer screen right there. But I'll say, but honestly, I'll still give this match an 8 out of 10. That's the thing, either a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10, you could say. So yeah. So yeah, that's that right there and stuff. So yeah, we get Ospreay and MJF just furthering their rivalry. Well, we have we have Don Callis just sprinkling into the situation there we go and stuff. So yeah, because of the swash match and stuff, and the length of time with other matches and stuff, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 right there. And you could say an 8 out of 10 is not that bad and stuff. Still good anyway. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say for the video. And and another thing I'll say is that I'll see you guys another time on when I post again and stuff. And yeah, this is Red Bull right here, and you could say I'm signing out right there. And so yeah, that's that. Bye bye. So yep. Till the next video. I'll see you guys there.